Hello, everybody, and welcome back for another episode of James and the Giant Earl Grey Peach Tea. Jones. This is Nick, RockLeeSmile, here with Last Grey Wolf and a fuzzy cloud animal. How's it going?
Pretty good. I've never had peach tea. I like Earl Grey, though.
It's real good peach tea. It's real good.
It's James and the Giant Earl Grey Peach Tea Jones.
Does it actually use peaches in peach tea? I would imagine it does.
Nah.
It might, well, because
when you it depends. You can mostly it's just artificial flavoring.
That's like, what I would think. Yeah, because
I'm sure it might have peach in the sweetener, but that no one's gonna actually just like put peach juice in a tea unless it's
I don't know exactly what you would do. Like I guess you'd have to just put the peach juice in or something.
We transition into the most like out there conversations.
It's fucking not. Quickly. You take it and you grind it up, man. You make like peach concentrate, and then you dole it out in your tea. You blend it in there.
Yeah, but the restaurants don't do that.
That sounds kind of gross.
I don't care what they do. This is my own blend.
Okay, do your own blend, man.
Make it proper.
If you can't like put it in the tea packet, then it's like
tea packet. Okay, you're in a different.
Are you kidding me?
If you can't put it in the tea packet, it's like tea plus stuff.
Where
it's
the
not
hell
really
did you learn to make tea?
Are you, Rob? See, Rob's from the north.
Yeah.
Yeah, not like me being exactly in the same state.
Yeah, basically in the same state. Rob,
no, like actually,
we don't have tea packets down here.
Really?
Our tea comes out of a machine.
Oh, you use the tea things. Yeah.
Okay, no. There's another level, Rob, where it just comes out of a machine. Not
crazy.
The little tea strainer, but like actually just a machine. It just it's syrup. It's tea syrup.
Tea by the like milk jugs here.
My mom, little like transfusion bags. You hang it on your IV.
my mom used to use the like that. You know those? You ever see those like fancy coffee things? Like there's like a metal coffee thing, and it like has a tamper and everything, and you click clack and do the whatnot with it. Yeah.
Like a K cup or some shit.
I guess so. It's not. It wasn't a K cup though. Like it was.
You load it into a machine.
The old style. No. It's not a machine. It's like a metal pot.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. I guess I'll draw a new hand.
Are you talking about making cappuccino or like a regular coffee or what?
It's just coffee. It was just coffee, but like it's the way that you used to have to make coffee in like you boil the water in like this big metal like polygonal weird looking thing.
Dude, everything is polygonal when you break it down.
That's a good point. That's true. By the way, I'm using a new deck that I made.
Oh, amazing. I bet it still has a fucking giant in it. We'll see.
It doesn't. I stayed away from red decks because those are banned.
Finally, we can play this game.
I'm gonna play this deck.
No, that's not surprising at all. Bet you're gonna kill me with your life killers.
Life killers.
Is this your black one where you get the dude and then you like get him 3 tokens and then you win?
That's a little racist.
What?
It's a little. I don't know what. That's the quest for the Gravelord.
Quest for the North Star. Yeah, you know.
Quest for the North Star. I can't quest for the North Star currently, unfortunately.
I'm okay with that.
I feel like adding a bunch of adverbs to that sentence just to bring on the point.
I like that we started with such a silly conversation and we should have just like never played the game just to piss
you guys
off.
You guys have the same card.
Yeah, looks like it.
No.
It's a deck. It's a card.
No, they're subtly different. If you look down at the corner, you can see a little dot in the bottom right corner. That's beta version.
Subtly different.
Beta max videotapes.
Excuse me?
More like Kappa Max.
Hey,
dead now.
Please post your cappuccinos, frappuccinos.
Cappuccinos.
Frappa, cappuccino, frappu.
Go to the cappuccino.
Just so you know, Rob, I
Kappa
did
house.
flip a coin to pick who I attacked.
That's fine. Yeah, that's totally all right.
I do want you to know, Rob, I'm a liar.
Yeah, I don't care. I'm expecting to lose several games before I learn like what exactly the combo of this deck is.
You might need to refine it a little bit too.
You need to combinate.
I probably will. Yeah.
Combination.
You might need to combinate also.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's reasonable.
It's the Jade Mage.
Who?
The Jade Mage.
The Mage.
What's wrong with her arm?
Yeah. Whoa, that is like. Okay, I just tried to replicate that. That doesn't bend that way.
Right? Arms don't really do that generally.
No,
it's like going forward and then backward.
Hand.
No,
yeah,
I
her
can do
fingers
it.
are all kind of
fucked
fucked
up.
up.
Well,
like
okay, her
2
fingers are kind of fucked up, but
it's like 2 joints. That's weird.
I could replicate the other part of that action.
But to get the fingers, you got to hit your hand with a hammer, right?
You gotta hammer your hand with the fingers.
Excuse me?
You gotta finger hammer your ham.
You got a finger bang bang.
You gotta finger the Elvish
Bang,
Visionary.
bang on into the night.
Is this an
Because I
Elvish
like to
Visionary?
finger
Yeah,
bang,
an
and it's
Elvish.
all right.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I really like to finger bang, and it's all right.
Finger bang bang.
I don't mind finger banging.
Is this game serious right now?
Is what I'll say. It's not so bad.
It's
Did you-
bad.
Did you hear about the freaking awesome game that's coming out this weekend?
What's that?
Oh, okay.
A week, not weekend. There's a Duck Dynasty game coming out.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, that sounds. Is it multiplayer?
It's gonna be so good.
Is it multiplayer? Because I would totally.
I
Play
don't
that.
know, but let's buy it and all play together on stream.
That sounds
Did I s-
I'll
wonderful.
be
Is
the
it- wait,
guy
is
with
it-
the beard and that smells bad.
Is it probably? It's probably just like a match 3 game, but it features.
No,
Duck
I saw them
Dynasty
on a
characters.
freaking like one of those Everglades boats where you like fly through the Everglades. It's like a big fan with a piece of wood attached to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that sounds actually kind of badass.
They were all on that together, so
I
I'm
rode
thinking
one
it's
of those
probably
before.
basically Halo.
Okay,
Well, it's probably okay.
basically Halo.
Basically,
Maybe it's like Destiny, but with Duck Dynasty.
If it was
Duck
Destiny.
Duck Destiny.
Duck Destiny.
Duck Destiny. I would play that game, yeah. Where all of the Destiny characters are ducks. In fact, that would actually make me want to play Destiny more.
You gotta go fight all the alien
It's,
geese.
they're alien
Yeah.
geese and ducks, and they have armor on, and they're elite as hell. And you and your 3 compatriots from the
that?
southern United States will use your 2 buckshot shotguns to take them out.
Yeah,
I thought you were gonna
tapped.
like ruin my day with that, but it's not the
No,
worst thing.
no,
about
not at all. It's pretty
Oh, excellent.
pretty easy peasy lemon
Guys, I
squeezy.
really want to play Duck Destiny right now.
I want to play DuckTales. DuckTales
So I
Destiny.
drew all 3 of those.
Yeah,
I don't
alright,
know.
that's cool.
If I can get an early review copy of Duck Destiny.
Duck Destiny,
DuckTale Destiny.
DuckTales, woo.
Suck my dad's dick 'cause he wants it.
Wait, that was a jump.
Suck my dad's dick 'cause he wants it? Is that
It
a...
does, yeah.
Why does he want it though?
I mean, you know, who doesn't want their dick sucked, really? If you have a penis, you probably want it sucked.
You know, that's a good point. Actually, I didn't think of that one.
Yep. I
That's
don't
why
see why you
people put
would.
them into vacuums and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Don't do that. It's like a very bad idea. It's not going to make it longer. It's just going to chew it up, and it's going to be dead when it comes out the other side.
Don't chew up your penis. It's dangerous.
Why? What?
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
No,
that's...
I'm right.
Okay, yeah, no, you're right. I don't. Dude, calm down. I'm not fucking sorry.
Don't put your dick in the vacuum.
I'm not gonna put my dick in the vacuum. All right, just.
Well, now you're not, but you were before I said it.
I wasn't. Okay, look, man. There's no. There's a yes. There's a no. The complicated issues here. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What is that?
It's a
Beginning of your
goblin
upkeep,
king.
return a creature you control. Oh, I hate you. Okay, cool.
Is that like a big frog with cancer? What is that?
Yeah, he's a cancer frog.
Why does it look so weird? What is it doing?
He's just got cancer. He's actually got a little bit of booby going on there.
It actually looks like he's made out of that plumber's foam.
Oh, could be, yeah. Could
Like the
be
plumber
made
got
out
a
of
little out of control.
plumber's foam.
Foamed himself right up into a frog.
He floamed it. Remember Floam? That was great.
Mhm.
Floam
Oh,
was the
Floam's
Yeah,
best.
it was a lot of fun until you left it alone for a year and then went to go check it out, and all of a sudden it's all hard.
I actually never got Floam because it was mad expensive, and I was like, that actually doesn't look that cool.
Yeah, I'd always see it on commercials and I really want
Dude,
it.
it's
But
pretty cool.
It's like
It was really-
restrictive Play-Doh, right? It's like Play-Doh that you can only hang out with underwater. That sounds lame.
You can only hang out with underwater.
that's
Exactly.
their slogan. That's.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate the way phases work so much.
Yeah, it's pretty lame.
Let's just try it, I guess. I don't really have that much to lose.
That's reasonable. Scooby Dooby Dingy Dongy Boop Boop a Scoob Doob. Titanic growth, what's he doing at? It's got.
Oh, he's really got a two
Oh no,
levels to this, huh?
Yeah.
that's doubly douche.
Well, at least you wasted your card, but so did I.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what the.
What? Oh right. Oh yeah, that sucks.
Go away, card. I don't want to look at you anymore.
See, I just didn't do that because Rob's gonna return it on this turn.
I'm gonna do what?
So I just want. You're gonna return my card.
No, I can only do it to a creature I control.
Oh, thank God. Oh,
Yeah, no, no.
I was like, it's over, man. We lost.
No, yeah, I can only do it to my own creatures.
Look, I
Alright.
got sad wolf out.
Makes me feel way better.
The sad
Dude.
wolf.
Wolves don't need to be sad. I mean, no, he's a ghost wolf, so maybe he can be sad, but Yeah,
No,
that'd
he's
be.
not
That
a
about
ghost
he's
yet.
it's tough.
He's a Hellgeist.
Yeah, but he's not a ghost yet. He's like almost a
Hellgeist.
ghost.
Not Hellgeist.
Oh, that's a sick combo actually. You can like put the things back and then play them again and stuff.
Except like their abilities are kind of whack right now.
Oh, you get to draw a card like every turn.
Yeah, true. Potentially.
Don't you potentially me? This is butts actually. Oh, okay, we lost.
Nah, it's not that big of a deal actually.
You say
It's
that.
the Genius
okay.
Hydra. I don't want that.
What did you reveal? Reveal the top. You may put a non-permanent card on the bench. Oh, okay. So it doesn't gain counters.
No, not really.
Okay, it's not like the other one that like splits every time it fucking whatever or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, game, why do you gotta do that? Well,
Scooby, a dooby doo. A Scooby Dooby, Scooby Dooby Dooby, a Scooby Doo.
I am land starved, so you guys can have a good old time.
Alright. Alright.
I'm just gonna sit
I don't know
back,
what this deck
relax.
does really, besides doing that thing. But like the rest of like the abilities that I can get back are like, yeah, that guy taps that thing or draw more cards, so that you can tap more things and draw more cards. Woo!
So just draw yourself out.
Yeah, that's what I'm like planning on doing.
You just draw yourself out, man.
Yep.
Nobody has any artifacts or enchantments out, huh?
Nope.
No, I didn't get any of mine. But thanks for letting me know that you can destroy them because now I'm not gonna play them.
That's true, yeah.
Still helps me either way. I don't really care.
That's a good
fine.
point. It's like it's mind games. He just made mind games happen.
You mind gamed me.
What was
gamed
your
your mind.
topic that you had, Austin? I want to talk about.
Oh,
your
I forgot
topic.
about that. You might have saw on Twitter. But
Never. What is that? What does that mean?
What is that thing? I don't know. But I made a big step. I took a huge step.
That's when a bird cheeps in the air.
Yes, absolutely. I took a big step in my progression of living the world that we live in. I bought a car.
Oh, would you look at that?
I bought a new car, a new 2015 Mazda 6.
A Mazda
You bought it,
6.
not leased it?
I leased it. I wish I had the
Wow.
money to buy it out, but I don't have any interest on the payment, so that's nice.
Well, you still could have taken a loan though. Like, there's still different options other than buying it or leasing it.
Oh no, I did. Well, I guess I did take a loan then from the company. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so I paid off in 3 years, no interest, which I like.
Yeah.
And it's a
Interest
sweet
sucks.
car. You can see the pictures on Twitter if you want to go look at it.
Heated seats?
Actually, I forgot. It has a bunch of other cool.
You'll
Does it
find
have,
out.
Does it have heated teats?
I wish. I don't know what
Tweak 'em.
those are.
Yeah.
When you're on the knobs, just tweak them a little. See if they're heated.
Gotta tweak your knobs.
I'll tweak
Austin.
them. No, but it's
Heated windshield wipers?
heated windshield wipers. Yeah, actually, it came with heated windshield wipers.
Yeah. Heated gas cap?
The gas cap gets very hot. Yes.
That's weird. Why'd you
It's
want
really,
that?
it's really surprising though, because sometimes you like go in and you're ready to change the gas, and it's scary. You gotta be careful if you don't
It's
forget to
burning
turn it on.
hot, right? Yeah.
It
yeah.
might just literally be on fire,
Right.
Yeah.
which is when you should call the police.
Yeah, I gotta say that's
The
like probably a
band.
dangerous feature. Yeah, just get Sting on the line and you'll be fine.
Yeah,
That's
he'll
a,
help me out.
That's a rhyme. It's not a crime.
Rhyme
Don't
time?
do this.
Oh, I see what you're doing now. This is
Yeah.
actually scary.
Oh, interesting. Oh, that's very interesting. Okay.
So congratulations on your new car.
Thank you.
Hope it serves you well, and I hope
I
it
hope-
lasts for a long time.
I plan on using it for all of the miles. So I'm excited.
You said your last one was like over 100,000 by now?
Yes.
Yeah, it's time.
All right, cool. Rob has 2 of those now.
Mm-hmm.
That's okay. I trust him.
Yeah, I'm a pretty trustworthy guy, I have to say.
Yeah.
I know all
Trust
guys.
me. Could I get a land?
Could I get a printout of Oyster smiling?
I'm gonna lose. I'm gonna
Really
hope
hoping.
Nick doesn't have another one of those fucking destroy enchantments because he played it. But I'm pretty sure he's got mind games and he has another one.
Ooh, okay, yeah. You should definitely destroy that.
I mean, I don't have anything to gain life and I already land, so don't worry about it.
That's true.
Hmm.
Still,
I'm
no.
pretty sure he has another one though. I probably should have held on to it.
That's actually not a terrible
Hmm.
idea.
Nick, what you want?
What you want?
What
You know what,
want?
actually-
What you really, really want? What you want? What you really, really want? Ugh.
Oh, look, it's not one. Excellent. What does that do? You draw a card if you control the creature with the greatest power. Type the greatest power. Oh, just draw if you do that. Okay. Well, unfortunately, Rob has that.
Mhm.
So that's a bummer.
This deck seems to lead to Ohms races.
Yeah, you two are beating it around there. I don't have any lands, so
We're beating around the bush a little bit, yeah.
We're just beating on that bush.
beat it all you want. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna tell
Dude,
you.
in high school, there was a bush that was like outside of the door when we would wait to get on the bus after we'd finish, and we would just jump into it. It was like trimmed like a nice square hedge, and we would just jump into that bush until we destroyed the bush.
That
Like
is
parts of it
sexy.
came off because children kept flying into it.
Oh,
Is that like a thing that kids did, like other than me, or is that just like me?
doesn't even let me draw a card. It's bullshit.
You ever jump into a bush?
I'd jump in bad bushes
No,
all
because
day
they always
long.
hurt real bad.
The thing is, that one was trimmed in such a way that it felt like you were just landing into a pillow somehow.
Okay.
And then we just kind of broke it apart, so then eventually we were just kind of falling through the leaves and into the root part, which wasn't so fun.
I'm having a bad time.
Yeah.
We also threw milk at a brick wall back then, so we were kind of special.
This is a little bit.
Hmm.
I'm just gonna say I'm very not threatening, so you should not.
Mm-hmm.
I have
Well,
4 lands.
There's really not terribly much I can actually do.
You attack. No, okay. I mean, not.
Well, I mean, if
threatening.
I attack Nick, I'm gonna like lose things,
That's true. I'm gonna go. Yeah, that's fine.
which is kind of shitty.
I
I
also
didn't
have
say you had
a
to
couple of
attack.
land and a couple of cards in my hand, so just keep that in mind if you want to attack me.
So I'll do that.
Yeah, he's right. He's got some. Oh my god, a land.
Oh,
Absolutely.
what was that cat? Why did it go right in the graveyard?
Because I have way too many cards in my hand.
I like that cat. Don't put him in there. That's mean.
He's a nice cat. Yeah. Out of all cats I've seen, he's up there. As like.
I
One
like
of the
his
best
tail.
cats.
His tail looks like a dong, though.
Oh, okay. That's a all right.
Finally got a thing. That's my defense. I'm just gonna sit here with that and stare at it. Okay.
Strong thing.
It's just a defense. Don't worry about it.
Mm-hmm.
Give card, please. Thank
No.
you.
No, you don't get card.
No, I get one every turn.
No, you don't have a 6. He has 6.
Boop.
Oh, I guess you get 1 card. Yeah.
Boop.
Dude, you don't even need to convoke. You could just play it.
No, I want to convoke though. How many? 5, 6, 7,
You do some math, dude.
8, 7, 6. I gotta do that.
That worm's real mad.
Is he
Yeah,
an
my
angry
worm's
worm?
pretty mad. My worm is pretty angry about
He's
the whole
pretty
thing.
angry.
He's just a
God,
siege worm.
Remember that card from the other game, the 2014, that gave all your creatures like +3/+3 and trample or whatever?
Oh, Pornheim.
Pornheim.
Yeah.
Pornheim. Yeah, that's the one.
That card was called Pornheim.
Pornheim. That one would be real good for both of you right now.
Mhm.
Yeah, I wish I drew a Pornheim.
You could have a good old Pornheim.
All right, let's bring back
Dude, let's dance, Rob. Make a little love.
get down tonight.
Tonight would be a
I'm gonna
good-
get down.
It would be a good night tonight to get down
Get
tonight.
Did you hear that the computer actually made a new sequence called Cricket?
Oh, really?
Did it?
Cricket actually has a really wicked step snap.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it's a walk and a snap at the same time, kind of like what they did in that one movie where they would knife fight a lot, or the one play. You know the one I mean.
Oh yeah, I get you.
The
Oh,
West Side
platform.
Story.
Worms made of palacas.
Paliaca worm. Well,
But Cricket's kind of a troublemaker, so I'm not sure you want pronouncing him doing much of anything other than maybe his
no, I know.
police report.
Fair, yeah. Guess I'm gonna do that.
Why I
It's a
deserve.
real up and jumper. He's a rough and tumble guy.
He's a skluff and skloomber, sklink, clunk, click, sklunk, clunk.
You okay there?
Yep. I want to attack you with that guy.
Are you? Why?
Well, because why not,
Ah.
really?
That was mine. I'm gonna destroy yours, with mine. So technically, I'm winning.
Yeah, I guess you could see it that
So
way.
look, it even went to your graveyard.
Yep, that's true.
Oh, dude, did I get safety dance? I'll call it. This is safety dance, man.
Ah, you
Oh.
get the touch of death.
Pretty scorpion.
Oh, pretty scorpion.
It's a little racist.
That wasn't racist. That was being me. That's just me.
Is it just you? I didn't
That's
know.
what
it's,
I do, yeah.
I didn't know that.
I like your scorpion, but I don't like the implications of it.
Mm-hmm.
I like it just so I don't die.
That's a
No.
reasonable reason
It's my protection from Rob at this
Reasonable.
point.
Reasonable.
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 Okay.
Oh, what does he do? Is that the reach guy? No,
I don't know how this game is actually going to play out, to be honest with you.
I'm just hanging, man.
Yeah.
I'm just hanging on a prayer.
Hang loose.
Whoa, halfway there.
Whoa, oh, I don't care.
Take my hand, and we'll make it, I swear. Whoa, living on a prayer, living on a prayer. I'm sorry.
Better be.
Yeah,
Okay,
Butterbean.
Butterbean?
All right, Butterbean.
Butterfree.
Get
Butterfree.
this guy back in here, and then get this guy back in here. Is no big
right.
deal. Just
We in there.
oh, would you look at that?
Don't be cocky about it. I mean,
You just turned into Jesse Cox. What happened?
nice one.
I'm just.
Why don't you do a little dance?
And get down tonight? Can I get down?
No,
tonight?
you need to make a little one first, and then you can
I
get.
see. Okay.
There is a sequence to the order that you need to follow before you can get down tonight, Rob, and I think you just broke it. It's not a sequence-breaking Metroidvania for your crazy ideas.
Oh, okay. Well, I like this game.
Yeah. It's gonna be mine now. And then I'm actually gonna have 2 of him.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
Yep.
Guys, what do you think about The Evil Within? You have any opinions? That's coming out this week,
Probably
too.
a bunch of jump scares.
Yeah, I haven't played it, obviously, so I don't know.
They showed their main thing was a bunch of people getting jump scared, so I'm pretty sure it's a bunch of jump scares.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what it seems like. All right. Oh, okay. I guess I can do that.
Can I believe? Oh,
Print
Nick
a
dropped
voice
out of the
smiling.
call.
Oh, did he? He's still here for me. Oh, yep. No, he's gone now.
I'm gonna go and
Oh, that's not
recall
good.
him. He's busy, so I think his internet is dead.
Oh, that's not good. Well, luckily I'm hosting the game, so
Well, if he gets booted from the game,
yeah.
he's calling on another thing.
Okay. I guess we'll answer.
Okay, sure, let's go.
All right, let's go. Hello.
We took a journey and we changed calls to your call.
Yeah, how's it going? What happened there?
We dropped the call, apparently, but now we're back, and everything seems to be fine. I was just asking you how you felt about The Evil Within, and I think you said something about jump scares, and that's where we kind of lost you.
Oh, I was saying that their main advertisement was a bunch of people getting jump scared, so it's probably just a bunch of jump scares.
Yeah, it's probably just a bunch of jump scares.
I did that in the wrong order, but whatever.
Yeah, that's okay.
Did you watch any of the trailers or anything about it? Because there's a bunch of
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
I just watched the trailer for it, yeah.
Because I played it, and it actually plays just like Resident Evil 4, but like higher res, of course.
It looked kind of cool.
Oh, the other thing, I forgot about that. Nice.
I was thinking about maybe just getting it and streaming the whole game in one sitting or something, but I don't know how long it is.
That's reasonable, yeah. Yeah, do it. Do it. See if I care, Nick. See if I fucking care.
How's your Alien series going, Rob?
Pretty good. You know, I'm up 4 parts now into it, and comments are only slightly rude. So
that's nice, slightly.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of curious about, seeing as you don't really do a lot of the horror games on your channel generally.
Mm-hmm. It wasn't rude about like that I'm playing a horror game. It was rude about like, oh, Rob, you missed this thing.
Well, yeah, no, I had that too. But like whether or not you reacted in a way that they deemed acceptable for their personal preference.
Yeah. I feel ya. I feel ya.
Do you feel them though?
Steal ya.
Yeah.
Do you steal them though?
I steal him.
Steal you. You steal.
I
steal thine self.
I don't know what this game is right now, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I'm just hanging.
Yeah, you're in main phase 2, by the way, Nick. I don't know if you.
Yeah, I know. I'm just being done now.
Okay.
Advocate of the beast. I can put a thing on the thing.
Advocating the beast. What are you gonna advocate about?
I'd like to put him up on a pedestal, maybe. He's got a platform that I'm trying to lobby toward.
That's reasonable, yeah.
Maybe getting him involved in some sort of like tomfoolery or hijinks, maybe a hullabaloo or horripalore.
All right, I
think that's kind of his thing. He's a big advocator. He's a lobbyist. He's involved in a lot of things, including government lobbying and various things like that. So, you know, I advocate that.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'd put a vote in his general direction if I had to choose, which I do, and I did, and I will. What am I doing? This is not for me.
That's him. He's just revealing.
I don't care what these cards are. I don't have any help with this. Boy, I like that door. That's a pretty-ass door.
It's a good door.
It is a land gate.
Back Patrol is making choices between...
Is a land gate better or worse than a land gate?
Souls in the car.
I'm done with these cards. Put them away.
Yeah, Rob is baiting.
Oh no! You fucking piece of shit!
Well, at least you can do it again next turn. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, but they're now... God damn it. Like, that's so bullshit that I have to fucking do it on a goddamn timer.
Well...
Nah, but that's how the game works, though.
Yeah.
It's only Skype's
We couldn't, like, why would we ever, like, you know, put on an option to make timers, you know, between friends? Not a thing. That'd be really,
like, I'm so mad
way
because there
too
was a
hard.
thing that I actually really wanted to fucking use, but, you know, whatever, I guess. Fuck me.
Was it Soul of Zendikar?
No, wait, was it a what?
Soul of Zendikar.
Soul of Zendikar.
No, I actually didn't even want to use him.
He's
Oh,
cool,
no.
though. I'm sorry. by the
Oh
way.
no. My guy. I'm not going to be able to get him back.
Yeah, I said that, then I forgot that I had that.
Sad.
Yeah. I'm gonna lose all my creatures now, though.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point. I'm glad that I have 2 of your Baneslayer Angels, though.
Yeah, I'm not, though. I am glad that... Oh, no, I'm not glad.
Don't get mad, Austin. Get glad.
Look, glad's pretty hard to get right now when you're hanging on a prayer and you're living around the town,
And
you
you're
know?
halfway there, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, this is actually a big deal right now. I wonder if I can.
Oh,
do
yeah,
what I
you have to
think
put...
Yeah,
you
I
have to
wonder
put a
if I
card
can.
back in your
Let's
hand.
see. At the beginning of your turn, a creature you control. I think I could do the same one, the Species Gorger.
Oh, yeah. But it's gonna be, like, not able to attack every turn.
What do you mean?
Because it's gonna be tapped, or it's gonna have Summoning Sickness every turn.
Every turn? What do you mean? What are you talking about?
You're talking about
What
the
you
clone
talking
one.
about?
I'm just gonna return Species Gorger back to my hand.
Oh, I guess you can do that, yeah.
Also, I just had the glitch where I can't zoom out or in. Actually, I can't. Okay, now I can zoom back in. Oh no!
You just gotta click furiously for a moment or two, and then it usually works its way out.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
that's what
forgetting
she said.
about.
I mean, I could I could use a land right now. It'd be nice.
I don't know what I want.
I'll tell you what you want, what you really, really want.
Could you
What
tell me what I
do
want?
you-
What I really, really want?
Yeah, I'll tell you
want
what you want, what you really, really want.
But tell me what I want, what I really...
You want to zig a zig.
Ah.
But I wanna really wanna.
All right, welcome back, Species Gorger. How's it going?
Oh, it's pretty door.
Is that the door? That is a very
Just
pretty
gonna-
door. It is a gate, though. Oh, there's another one.
Yeah, I'm just gonna make another one of
What's
these.
this guy all about?
And the
Flying,
most-
first strike, lifelink, protection from demons and from dragons. Really, both?
Mm-hmm.
Turn its owner's hand. I
It's
wish I
actually-
could pay that.
It's actually Austin's thing.
It's mine. He took it from me.
Yeah, I took Austin's thing.
Just return it to your hand.
I don't want to do that.
I really wanna
Can't you just return it to your hand?
Oh, I forgot I could do that. That's handy.
Oh, that's nice. You know, actually,
Now I
Rob, you
want to
didn't
return it to my hand. What?
you didn't have to do that, but
Yeah, I didn't have to, but I did it though.
that's true.
It's a sign of respect.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to be my lover, you got to get with my friends.
Oh, okay. All right.
Nick, Rob is a big threat to you once he kills me, so I'll just point that out there.
I can't really
Eh.
kill you.
Me?
Very slowly, perhaps.
Yeah, pretty slowly. I just want a land.
I just want you to be my lover so that you can get with my friends.
You gotta get with the friends first to be the
Mhm.
lover. Rob. You got it
Otherwise-
backwards.
Right. Okay. Yeah. No, you're right. Yeah. I apologize.
That's not a land.
No, it's not.
Alandis Morissette.
I don't like this deck. I want to say.
You made it.
Yeah.
You should fire the guy that made it.
I really should. It's kind of whack. I wish I had my Inferno Titan.
Make him a key grip.
Yeah. I should have done that.
He can grip on your nuts.
Classic Jim.
I think his name was Larry.
Okay. Why? You wanna kill this thing somehow?
I like
Yeah,
what's
that's right.
happening here. I want to see what happens at the end of this.
You're gonna. What's happening here? What did you?
I like this.
Oh, it is first strike. Whatever. Don't worry about it.
All right.
Did you just whiff?
I whiffed.
Oh no.
You forgot about what your own card had.
Yeah, I did. That's weird.
Yep.
Guys, if you want to complain about that misstep, go to youtube.com/lastgraywife.
Also,
Wait.
if you want to be my lover, you gotta get
Gotta
with
get
my
with
friends.
his friends.
You gotta
It's
do
the
it.
only possible
'Cause
way.
otherwise, why would I? You know, I gotta see whether or not they liked you first, and then we'll move on.
It's a
from there.
really weird line.
It really is. I never really understood that very much. Like, I think I understand the implication or the way that it was described to me is like, well, you have to, become friends with my friends first, and then but that's not what that sentence means. Get with my friends means you got to go bang my friends,
Yeah,
which
it's a very
perhaps is what.
specific
Yeah,
thing.
maybe that's what they meant. I mean, they are the Spice Girls. Maybe they all just bang the same guy, which would actually be amazing if that were the case. I don't think it is, but it could
I don't think
be.
that's what they mean. I think they just mean you got to be in my friend circle and know the people that I like and be friends with them too. I don't
Right.
think they wanted you to bang them necessarily.
It could be. Could be. Could be.
I think you're projecting here, Rob. I think you're projecting.
Could be. Could be.
You might be projecting.
Could be.
You could actually be a projector right now.
Could be.
Yeah,
Could
you
be.
might have a head full of reels.
Nick, have you drawn any cards recently? Because I don't think you've played anything ever.
No, I have.
1/1s.
I played enough that you don't need to worry about it.
Do you
No,
have
I'm not
7
worried.
of those
I'm
1/1s?
worried.
You do.
I'm worried for you, Nick, because Rob can kill you with like one attack.
Why?
I don't think that's.
He got 3 flyers. You have any reach cards?
That's stupid.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying here. You need to be a little proactive, or you're going to die very
I
quickly.
don't think that's true.
Rob's not
I
going
think
to
it
attack
is.
me.
I'm
That's
not
you see,
gonna do
you
that.
say that, but then when I'm dead, what's to stop him?
Everything.
Everything. Everything.
Okay.
There's not a single way he can possibly attack me.
I feel like I'm alone here.
It's impossible, actually.
Nick, if I attack you, will that convince you to attack him when he can kill you in one hit?
Why would you do that?
Because I want you to attack
If you
him.
attack me, I'm going to kill you in one turn.
That's mean, though.
Don't attack me.
Well, then attack him. All right,
Oh, he's got a big old worm out.
Mm-hmm.
he does.
Look at that. Look how many eyes it has. It's beautiful. I think it
Many
clenched right up to
eyes
your
with many
taint.
vibes. What was this?
No.
Oh. So is this? Okay.
It's a friend.
If you'd like to be my lover, you'd need to get with my friends. Oh, okay.
You should probably do that, like a dramatic reading of all the Spice Girls songs.
Yeah, that'd be
Oh,
interesting.
you're dead. I warned you, and you didn't really do anything about it.
You didn't really have an option, to be honest.
It attacked you.
Why would you attack me?
Oh, because you're dead.
That's fucked up, Rob.
I'm sorry. I
Nick,
saw an
I feel like you're not
opportunity.
allowed to really say anything here. I mean, I give you plenty of warning.
I drew I drew that card that allowed me to kill Nick. I actually wouldn't have attacked Nick if it weren't for that.
I actually had enough to kill either of you. Well, a second ago I did anyway.
Oh, that sucks.
Oh, that would have been really helpful, when I told you
to
to
kill
do it.
either of us. Damn,
Yeah,
dude.
I had the 7/7 water cat thing and like a 4/4 and
Oh,
all
snap.
kinds of power-up stuff that I could have put down. I was just waiting for the right moment.
Well, I mean, I told you when the right moment was.
Well,
Told
I
you when the
unfortunately
fight
already
moment
summoned
was.
2/1/1, so I didn't have enough land to use them at that point, so it didn't matter.
Man, that sucks. Nick, you're my ticket to win, and you failed me, is basically what I'm saying.
Yeah, I don't really care. You can get fucked, basically.
2 tickets to paradise. Packing bags, we'll leave with rice.
With rice.
Mm-hmm.
Rob, I feel like you should not attack me with your lifelink merely because you have 69 life.
That's a good point. But
I think you can win without using them, so I would go for it.
I got it.
So you're pussying out. Comment to tell him how wrong he is.
YouTube.com/alpacapatrol.
How wrong I am.
How brong.
Tell him how wrong
This
he
food
is.
beast.
Fuck it, sure. Here.
Oh, okay. Well, that was unnecessary.
Well, I figure if you want to,
I want to be.
throw everything at it. I was gonna do the math, and then I was like, well, if you're gonna throw everything at me to kill it or something, then whatever. It's not that big of a deal.
I don't know why you made me kill my own creature. That actually hurts real bad.
Yeah.
Do the math. The Atari Jaguar slogan.
Man, I have to. Well, hey, look, now I have 6 creatures in my graveyard. Oh, that would have been helpful. Actually, not now. Well, I had this card. This was great. 10 turns ago, if I would have had land.
Oh,
Is
that's
it Lord of the
not
fucking pit?
I don't know.
That's a
Oh,
new
it's
Dota
Rune
hero that's gonna
Scarred
come out.
It's an old
Do I
magic
have
card.
that one card?
Lord of the Pit.
Where, do I have that card? I'm not gonna have time to find it if I do have it.
I got 2 tickets to Square of Blies. Scrap my scrap, I'll script disguise.
Man, if I would have had that one turn ago,
Mm,
that's a bummer.
I've been there, son.
Rob, you should not attack me.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen.
I
to be
tried
honest
that
with you.
once. It didn't work.
But
Yeah.
think of how much fun it could be if you don't attack me. Actually, I don't even think I have enough lands for it. Never mind.
Which is the one? Is it
Wait,
this
how
guy?
fun would it be, actually, if...
It would be really fun. I feel like you should not attack me.
Would it be like a goblin with a carnival penis?
Can
I
actually not
have that
do
card
that.
actually in my hand right now.
Hmm.
I'm just saying, Rob, if you want to have a good time and let the viewers have a good time,
It's not happening.
It looks like
You
one of
wanna-
those barber
wow,
poles.
Rob officially doesn't want to have a good time. Fine.
No good times are gonna be
Wait, what
had
is a
today.
carnival
Is it really
penis
sad?
anyway?
What's a Barnable scheme?
Rob, when
Yep.
you get
Bummer.
really old, if you ever get like dementia or something, I feel like having that humor now is going to make it worse then.
You're probably right. Yeah, that probably won't be good.
You should start reinforcing the patterns of brain and thought patterns that keep your mind focused on proper diction.
Okay,
So I think eliminate Rob humor forever, and you'll be much happier in the long run.
you might be right. Yeah.
Man,
Also, Malls will be happy too.
I really wanted one more turn to go out. It's a real bummer. If I would have had one land within 5 turns, this game would have been completely different.
Yeah. Yeah,
Nah,
I've been there.
That would be exactly the same because I would have killed you both.
No, I had to destroy. I had to destroy everything card.
Oh, really? So you would have
Yeah.
destroyed your own Baneslayer angels? That would have been sad.
I really wouldn't have though.
Who won?
I did.
We all did. No,
Yeah.
we all did. We all won.
No, I won the game. Though I
all
still
won the game.
don't really like that deck very much.
Oh, sure you don't. Of course not. Why would you
I-
like a deck that you
It's,
won with? Why
well,
would that be a
because
thing that
like
you like?
it was kind of boring. Like it was like I took
Oh,
36 minutes.
winning's boring now. All right, guys.
Well-
Fine.
Rob, what's the end game here? You won the game and you're still upset.
Yeah, because it's kind of whack. I don't know.
I gave you so many options for the game not to be boring. Don't
Rob,
give
when
me
you
that
lose, you
bullshit.
get upset. When you win, you get upset. What can we do?
I mean, I won, but
Bro,
like
I could just make you a deck with a bunch of Inferno Titans. If that would make you feel
That
better.
would be
It's like
nice, yeah.
60
It really would.
Inferno Titans.
Inferno
They're all
Titans
free. They don't
are
cost
fun,
any
man.
mana.
Inferno Titans.
But just be careful. They get addictive. You start falling into like that circle, that trap. You keep playing Inferno Titans and
Exactly.
playing Inferno Titans. Suddenly you need more Inferno Titans. Suddenly Inferno Titans aren't free anymore. Now they cost 5 land, 6 land, 10 land. Now you gotta go to like deals to get Inferno Titans. You're talking to some shady guy in a limousine. He's trying to, sell you this brand new Inferno Titan. And suddenly you're on the street, blowing a guy for money for Inferno Titans. That's
true.
a long road you want to go
And
down.
instead of ejaculating, he's just got Inferno Titans that come out of the tip of his penis.
Yeah.
Just rolled up real tight, and you gotta unfold them, and they're kind of slimy, but you play them anyway.
And suddenly, like, there's a police officer. He wants your ID. You open your fucking wallet, and all your things are just Inferno Titans.
And then you
nothing.
gotta blow him too,
Yeah.
but not even for any reason, just because you do.
I also I completely forgot, but I named this deck Echoing Butthole. So
Echo.
so like
Is anybody in there?
I'm glad that I have that as that because
Very good.
it
Just nod if you
reminds
can
me.
hear me. Hear me.
Yeah, I'm like looking at all the cards that are in this deck.
I thought it was
guess.
boring though.
It is pretty boring.
All right, cool.
Oh, I have that card in this deck, huh?
Apparently, he's got that card.
that
That's
card.
funny. Okay,
Is it though?
Yep.
Audience, was that funny?
it's pretty funny.
It's funny, haha, not funny, ho ho.
Yeah.
Okay.
What am I?
You don't wanna
Funny how? Funny like a clown? Like I'm here to amuse you?
No, you're funny. Like the clown's an Inferno Titan.
Yeah.
We're all Inferno Titan now. You are the Inferno Titan.
That's true. I'll have you know,
Inferno-
I haven't won in like 10 episodes, and I had Inferno Titan in every one of those episodes. One with this deck, didn't have Inferno Titan.
The
Hey,
joke
chat,
is,
commenters, is that true what he just said?
It's true.
I do a background check on that.
Actually,
You
no,
can
I think
actually
I won.
find that
I think
out.
I think I won like 3 episodes ago, but still.
We gotta keep you honest, Rob, or you come up with this whole "I didn't win for 10 games" thing.
That's
Yeah.
true. Yeah, that's a good point. What did I have for dinner? Oh, I had Chinese food. Oh yeah, I'm totally getting seconds of Chinese food.
All right. Rob segue achieved. We are officially there.
Yep.
Yep. I was just
Yeah, it's
thinking
a
about it.
vehicle.
What
where
did you
lean
guys have for
forward.
dinner?
I haven't had dinner yet. I'm gonna be happy
okay.
after this episode.
Haberdashering?
Haberdasher. I'm gonna have haberdasher. Yeah.
All right, haberdasher. That's a good meal.
Making hats, right?
Yes, it is.
That's
That
a
would be a
hat
hatterdasher. But oh yeah.
I believe it's actually the
I'm outta here. Good
Mad
joke.
Hatter Dasher.
It's a good joke.
What was wrong with the Mad Hatter anyway? It was like schizophrenic or something?
He's just on a lot of drugs.
Oh, it was all drugs?
Yeah,
I think it
pretty
was
much
just
drugs.
what's his name? It's,
Drugs?
Drugs.
Drugs McGillicuddy?
Drugs.
Yeah, I think
Drugs
that's
make
who it is.
druggy drug. That's his
Yeah,
name.
he's good. He's a good dude. I like.
So, like,
McGillicuddy.
he put a bunch of ether in the tea, maybe?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
Why can't I think of this guy's name?
Actually, in
Johnny
Batman,
Johnny Depp. That's who it was. That was the joke. I kept thinking Johnny Knoxville for some reason. I couldn't get that name out of my head.
Johnny Deppville.
I think Johnny Knoxville would have made a good Mad Hatter. Actually, I think
Actually, I
it
kind of do. He was that
Yeah.
character in Men in Black 2, actually.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh
great
yeah,
dead dude with the
yeah,
two
he was
heads.
good with the two heads. Yeah, he was cool.
Johnny Knoxville is actually not a bad actor. I'm not gonna say he's a good actor, but he's not a bad one.
I don't know. I feel like he kind of brought down all of Men in Black 2 just by being in it.
Really?
in it
I thought
like-
he was all right. I don't think he was
was
the
like
reason Men in
30
Black 2
seconds,
was
though.
bad.
Yeah,
No,
it
he
wasn't
was
long.
He was pretty like
Well, I mean,
major.
you don't
minor
like a guy's
character.
head blown off, so at least you had that for going for you.
Yeah.
That was the other guy. That was the
Yeah.
guy in
That
the
was the
shop.
other guy?
No, yeah,
There's-
Johnny Knoxville was the guy. He had the one regular head, and then he had the one little penis head that
They
comes
came out of
his
his
shoulder.
neck or whatever. Shoulder.
Oh yeah, I got him confused with the guy who
Mhm.
had the head that grows.
He was cool. He was pretty cool.
Yeah, he was in the original one,
hmm
and Tommy Lee Jones shot his head off then. But then when Tommy Lee Jones came back, he was a mailroom clerk for a while, and he kind of forgot about the
Right,
whole Men
right,
in Black
right.
thing. And then they're like, "All right, you got to join us again." And then he's like, "You know what? I remember I had to shoot your head off for no reason
Mhm.
because I really like doing it." And he did it again.
No, he didn't remember though. That was the joke.
hmm
Remember he goes.
Oh yeah,
goes
and
back?
he realized he didn't remember it, but he did it anyway, just to see that it was fun.
There was
Yeah.
one really good joke in Men in Black 2, because the rest of the movie was pretty
The
terrible.
homicide.
Although Men in Black 3 was like actually
It was a lot better.
Yeah, it was like pretty damn good. Like it almost rivaled the first one, I think. But anyway, Men in Black 2, the one good joke that I thought that I actually legitimately laughed at a lot was like when they get flushed, and then Kay's like, "Is this what you do every week?" And he was like, "Yeah, you just always be like every weekend, you know, flush me, Jay, flush me," and I'd be like, "Nah."
I forgot how funny that was.
Yeah, that's like great. It's just like a deadpan.
It's the nah, man. The nah is
Yeah.
so good, and like any context, just
Yeah.
like nah, man.
I was like, nah. It was just like an awkward
nothing
silence.
without Will Smith.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I
No,
mean,
yeah.
he's fucking brilliant
Just-
in
just yeah.
I don't know why Will Smith turned into let's get Jaden Smith into all the movies, but
The successor, man.
He got
Yeah.
real weird. Will
Yeah,
Smith got real weird in his
Will
old
Smith
age.
he just needs to make iRobot 2, and then I'll be happy.
But I
Is
mean,
that really a thing that anyone wants?
I want it,
yeah,
I like
don't
that.
really
I'd
want
rather
it.
have a sequel to I Am Legend than that.
but that movie he spoilers in.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I mean, they can make sequels out of anything. It doesn't matter if he
But
dies.
then
Come on.
If
yeah.
they're gonna
Fell
make a
into lake of
sequel,
lava, man.
okay,
Just-
if they're gonna make a sequel to anything, they should make a sequel to Independence Day, because that would be fucking baller.
Dude,
I
as
have
think
you
hell.
watched
just
that
saw-
lately? It's not that good anymore.
It's badass though. I've watched it several times since I've become an adult, and no, it's not a good movie, but it's badass. It's still badass. Like Will Smith is a badass.
I
in
had
that
some of
movie.
the biggest nostalgia goggles for that movie out of any
Oh,
movie.
really?
When I watched it again, I was like, what was I thinking?
It's still really like Will Smith is such a and it's Jeff Goldblum's in it. It's just, you know,
What happened to him anyway?
I don't know. He's been in Wes Anderson movies lately, but I
He
think
used
he's
to be like
maybe
a big
making
Apple
return.
spokesperson or something. Spokesperson? Did I say
Person.
Spokesperson. Scopesperson.
Yeah, he's
Scopesperson.
Scopes.
There was a news article, I think, that they said they're going to make a new Ghostbusters, but it's going to be an all-female cast.
Well, the
Huh.
last Ghostbusters was actually a video game for Xbox 360.
Yep. That's weird that they're actually making a new Ghostbusters, because Dan Aykroyd said that, like, you know, people always like, I remember reading an interview in like almost word for word, he said, like, you know, people always ask me about a Ghostbusters 2 sequel, and I'm like, and I say that the Ghostbusters video game, that's the sequel. That's all
Right.
we're gonna make of the Ghostbusters franchise. And so that's weird to me that they're gonna make a new one. Is Dan Aykroyd even attached to it?
I don't know. The news article was kind of just like, yeah, they're doing it, and it was like, okay, but
Oh, they were doing a Halo movie too, and
They were that, and they're always making that movie.
Well, and it might be one of those like, hey, this movie did well in the '80s, let's make it again. Like the RoboCop, that was awful, by the way.
Was it really? I was looking for it on
really
Netflix. I wanted to
bad.
see it because his visor looked badass.
It was just okay. So like they threw out the initial premise of RoboCop because in the first, here's what Paul Verhoeven does, because he made Starship Troopers, he made RoboCop. Paul Verhoeven, exactly. Paul Verhoeven, what he did in those times that he made those movies is he took these god-awful, like, scripts or, like, really terrible premises, like RoboCop, and made them really badass and hilarious and, just fun, right? Like RoboCop, if you really think about it, is a really awful premise. The movie is called RoboCop, and it's about a robot cop. That's the whole thing. The whole movie is that, right? It's a terrible, terrible premise. But he made it hilarious and funny, and it's not. RoboCop's not like
very funny. Pretty serious, isn't it?
RoboCop? No, you gotta go back and watch it. It's actually
I remember
really funny.
the tone apparently.
It's like it's
violent
both.
as hell.
It's super violent, yeah, but that's part of the humor as well. It's like that one guy who explodes into a million pieces after he gets dipped in a vat of acid. Like,
yeah, he had to go. He was a bad guy.
Yeah, well, exactly. It's like, and same with Starship Troopers too. It's like extremely, like, ridiculously over the top, gory, violent, but it's also hilarious. But anyway, like, so he treated the script and the source well, whereas the new movie was like, yeah, RoboCop is cool, and they tried to make a robot cop cool, and it's just like, that's not what RoboCop is. This is not what RoboCop is. You could see it if you go watch RoboCop 3. They tried to do the same thing, and that was with not Paul Verhoeven. I think RoboCop 2 was also not Paul Verhoeven. It was also pretty bad.
RoCop 2.
RoCop 2. Yeah. When you try to make that premise badass, it's just not gonna happen. It's called RoboCop. I mean, come on. That's like almost as bad as those B movies on the Sci-Fi Network in the like 90s. Like,
well, he
Killer
was still
Scorpion
a human, though.
from the past. Yeah.
Even though he was an android, he wasn't entirely a robot.
Yeah, that's true. But
he had like his gross, creepy face stretched over a bunch of circuit boards.
Yeah, they could have done that. Yeah.
I was very creeped out by that whole scene where they were like putting him together and they show his face and it's like all messed up.
There's a bunch of really creepy shit in RoboCop, actually. Like the way that he even like kind of dies is also really fucked up.
Spoilers.
I think I was too young to actually have watched that the first time I watched it, because it's a pretty nasty movie.
It's super gory, yeah. I watched it way too early in my life as well. Like, it is, like, absurdly gory, that movie. I'd buy that for $1. I love RoboCop.
Ah.
It's a wonderful movie. Really good. So Starship Troopers. If you guys have never seen either of those movies, by the way, down in the comments, go do it. They're wonderful.
I'm not going to do it.
Starship Troopers is kind of an acquired taste. I don't think everybody likes it. I personally like it, but I think it's a lot to do with the framing of it and how they kind of put it together as like a military propaganda tape.
Mm-hmm.
If you remember, the interrogative
totally.
scenes were kind of like spent to sort of put you into the mind of like, oh, you want to enlist in the army and shoot cool stuff? Well, here you go. And then it's like, let's follow these guys around for a while.
I should also mention that if you are a fan of the book, then you probably shouldn't watch Starship Troopers under the guise of thinking that it's an adaptation, because it's like, I think almost nothing in the movie has to do with the book, except for like the main characters and the fact that they're Marines.
Is Michael Ironside in the book?
I wish. He's amazing in that movie. He's such a badass.
I know. I think he's the character that made the movie cool.
Yeah, no, totally. I completely agree. Because like Rico is kind of like lame.
Yeah, he's pretty lame. He's kind of just boring vanilla pudding man.
Yeah, he's like pretty much Luke Skywalker. Like that's just who he is.
He's slightly less boring than Luke Skywalker, in my opinion.
Maybe, yeah. I mean, he does bang like.
He at least has like a romantic interest. Luke Skywalker's just like, I don't know where I am or what I'm doing or care about anything.
No, I hate saving the universe. This is so lame.
Oh, my hand.
Excuse me, princess. That's basically what they should have just replaced all his lines with that. That's what Luke Skywalker was.
I think the first scene, if they redo it, it should just be Han Solo punching the shit out of Luke Skywalker, and then just never see him again.
Punching him to death, and that's the end. Yeah, and then no, we don't see either Han Solo or Luke Skywalker. That's it. That's just how the movie opens.
It's really weird that they're making a new Star Wars. That seems. I keep forgetting that that's the thing that's happening.
Quentin Tarantino Star Wars would be so good.
That would be cool. But I have really high hopes for it, and maybe that's a terrible idea.
You do know that that's the worst idea you could have.
Probably the worst idea.
It's being directed by J.J. Abrams. They're saying all the right things. They're doing the script properly. They're having
right things.
There are practical special effects. They're relying mostly on practical special effects and not like CG. And it's like George Lucas is not even a fucking part of it. Like I think he has a restraining order on the franchise now. Like he can't be within 50 miles of the shoot. So like
I feel like you absolutely have to go in expecting it to be awful no matter what.
I think you do.
I don't think there's a story to be told about that anymore. That's all.
It's gonna be number 6. What's gonna happen? Who's gonna be the bad guy?
Well, I could tell you. Because there's a whole extended universe for. Although I do remember hearing that Star Wars fans were real pissed off because there's been an extended universe that had been built up over the course of 30 years since the first movie came out, and George Lucas gave like a sweeping approval to all the extended universe stuff that this is all canon, like this is all
he Metroid Other M'd it. That motherfucker.
Well,
oh my God.
But now they're saying that when they come out with this new movie, that all of that other shit, all the extended universe is bullshit. Like it's not real. Like it's no longer canon, which is
cool.
The Knights of the Old Republic.
Can you do that to Metroid too?
Can we? Oh my God, can we?
Yeah, you might as well. Like they probably will.
They should kickstart that concept. If we can get together $100,000, we will make this no longer canon. Like, they don't have to do anything except for say it's done.
There's some cool stuff in the extended universe though of Star Wars. There's some stuff that gets like really weird. Like there's this race called the Yuzan Vong, I think, and like this takes place like 100 or 200 years after the events of the Star Wars movies, and it's with like Luke and like Luke's kids and Han and Leia's kids and stuff. And then these Yuzan Vong guys come from like another galaxy, and they can't actually be affected by the Force, and that like makes it all crazy and weird, and that's very strange.
That's the issue with Star Wars, that it's so, I guess it's a blessing and a curse, because it's like your story could have anything next to like just magic. It's like
it is magic.
Literally, yeah, I guess, but it's like literally everything. The whole universe could have anything. And you don't have to explain
there's no such thing as a story anymore, in my opinion. You can just change the story out of nowhere if you feel like it.
Yeah, if you do it poorly, yeah, definitely. But I don't think the Star Wars movies did too many like Deus Ex Machina type stuff.
But I don't trust that they wouldn't.
Yeah, that's true. But you know what? Like, J.J. Abrams made a really good Star Trek movie. The second one, not good, but the first one was really good. So, I
liked it. It was fine, but it doesn't mean I trust him on anything else.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I don't know, man. And John Williams is back. He's doing the score again. Like
John Williams has never steered me wrong.
Yeah, exactly.
But John Williams also doesn't have to do anything to do with Star Wars, and I'd still like him.
That's true. Yeah. Well, I mean, he did like make all of the epic music of the Star Wars franchise. Yeah,
he didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah,
He's not part of this conversation.
No, I know. I'm just saying that like all of the things are in place for this to be good.
Okay.
But I'm going in hesitantly. I think
you said you didn't feel that way a second ago. You said you were totally.
Well, I'm going in hesitantly, but I think it could be good.
You need to put on 3 brain condoms for this one.
It could be good. And imagine if it is, though. Like, that's the part that you really
I wouldn't be able to understand what that means if it is, honestly. I don't know what good would even be with this movie. It's just gonna be bad, in my opinion. I can't even process it.
It would be weird if it was good. But it
would be weird. I'm not gonna be mad if it's good, but I'm just...
Yeah.
Wouldn't it immediately then become differentiated from the rest of the series, and we go, okay, it's the new version now. We're in the new generation of Star Wars.
the old trilogy is still like really good.
I disagree.
I don't want to go down that road again.
Oh, you guys don't like the old Star Wars trilogy?
I don't like any of the Star Wars.
Yeah,
I
we're the
feel
only
like
two
it's,
in the world, apparently.
I think it's real average, all of it.
Well, yeah.
It's a little boring.
Also,
Okay,
the Beatles suck, and I
can-
hate light and happiness and fluffy cats, and I hate everyone.
No, I mean, I could understand that because, like, Star Wars changed how cinema worked from, like, that point on. So, like, without that perspective, it could totally look, like, completely and utterly boring to, what you're used to in modern movies. But you also have to appreciate that Star Wars kind of changed cinema by doing what it did as well.
Well, so there's two perspectives then, depending on the context, whether or not you appreciate film as its own entity and whether or not you appreciate this film.
Mhm.
And I'm not necessarily engaged in the world of film enough to see the bigger picture. Like, I get how this maps to other industries. Like in art, there's obviously, pieces like Jackson Pollock paintings that are just a bunch of crap thrown on a wall. And if you have no idea the context, you obviously don't give a shit about that because it doesn't mean anything to you.
Right.
And that's kind of where I'm at with Star Wars. I mean, I appreciate that other people appreciate it, but I don't see the vision the same way that everyone else does. I think it's an okay story that's kind of boring to me. That's it.
Well, the
If we're
story
gonna
is
talk-
kind of whack, but yeah, go on.
If we're gonna talk sequels, like I'm gonna slightly segue to a different movie here. I've been waiting patiently for I think 5 or 6 years now for my District 9 sequel.
You like that one?
It is one of my favorite movies.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
everything
it?
we're talking about, I can't get into it. No.
You don't like
I mean,
District 9?
that movie to me was like one of the best sci-fi movies that's been in theaters for
So
quite
much
a while.
shaky cam though.
Yeah.
Well, it's sort of half found footage, half not kind of thing. So I think it's probably trying to keep up that idea, but they cliffhangered so hard at the end. That whole movie is an introduction to the human-alien interactions in that universe. Like the whole you understand the whole idea is that the fucking aliens were. It's a work ship. It was a bunch of worker aliens who were stupid and uneducated and.
Well,
Good, Chris.
That movie actually, you know how I in a Magic episode like 20 episodes ago, I bashed Elysium because it was like, hey, we're gonna talk about immigration by literally talking about immigration.
They're illegal aliens.
Yeah, right. I think District 9 does a really good job of talking about immigration while doing it in the way that you're supposed to do it in a sci-fi movie, which is not actually talk about it. Like you are talking about it, but yes, exactly. Whereas Elysium was like, yeah, the white people are leaving the Mexicans down on the planet. Like that is literally the story, and it's like, all right, well, I mean, I'm not
Like Avatar.
that dumb. Yeah, right. Yeah, like guys, I'm not that dumb. Like I can figure it out if you're kind of talking about immigration. You don't have to be straight up like it's a bunch of white people fucking with Mexicans. Like I get it.
Right.
So
Well, the idea to me is that the whole humans meeting aliens for the first time concept is just when's the last movie we had that showed that good? Can you even recall one?
well, by the way,
What?
That showed that well.
Fuck you.
I don't know
No,
that
no,
that's necessarily a thing I need to check off on my checklist. That I need good
well-
movies about meeting aliens every so
Well,
often.
I want one, and I feel like District 10 or whatever is gonna be that movie because spoilers, by the way, for a 5-year-old movie. I'd recommend you. haven't seen
Godzilla.
the movie, you go watch it. Godzilla. But the protagonist Christopher leaves at the end and promises to come back. And if he comes back, he's going to bring actual educated aliens, the actual smart ones, and we're gonna have a whole diplomatic. We don't know. It could be diplomatic. It could be military clash.
Godzilla's an alien, right?
I don't know.
No, he's not an alien.
But it could be such a good movie.
Is Mothra an alien?
Mothra
you're not
also
taking me
is
seriously.
not an alien.
Which one are aliens in Godzilla?
King Ghidorah is an alien. Gigan is an alien.
This is bullshit. Why is it the only movie I can talk about you is fucking make jokes about? It's bullshit. I'm not talking about movies anymore. Fuck you.
Megalon is an alien. I think Megalon is an alien. I'm pretty sure Megalon is an alien.
Why should I talk about Star Wars more, you asshole?
Space Godzilla, he's an alien. In some stories, Mechagodzilla is an alien.
Why isn't Godzilla an alien?
Because he's just a lizard that was subject to radioactivity.
What about those weird eggs that turned out in the new movie? Those were aliens, right?
The Mutos, no, those weren't aliens either.
Oh my god, why isn't anything an alien?
King Ghidorah's an alien. King Ghidorah's badass.
He wasn't in the movie.
Yeah, I know. I actually really hope that if they make a second movie, it's gonna be King Ghidorah, because King Ghidorah's basically
real
like.
good. Let's talk about Godzilla too. Yeah, that's fucking gonna be great.
I do really like District 9. I thought District 9 was really good. I just want to see more of what that director does. I don't think it necessarily needs to be in the District 9 universe, because if you remember, he was that director. I forget his name.
Make Halo.
Yeah, he was gonna make the Halo movie, and then he didn't.
That wasn't a Peter Jackson jam.
No, he produced
Peter Jackson produced it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, he gave money to Neil because Neil made the little short, the District 9 short.
The short was pretty good too.
Yeah, it was.
I think the movie showed more. I think the short showed his technical prowess, while the movie showed his artistic prowess, I think.
Well, the thing about the movie too that was amazing was that it was really cheap. It was a really cheap movie. It did not cost. I think it was only like 10 million budget or something.
Yeah, it was really good. It was really well made. I would love to see
back on it. I can't remember any specific part of the movie other than there's running and shooting and like brown everywhere.
Well, the movie isn't really about that though. Like that happens, but it's not really about that. Really, it's more.
There's like a guy and an alien, right? That's like.
Well, yeah, but it's more about like the nature of
alien,
racism, which is also why it takes place in South Africa. You know, because of the whole apartheid thing.
Yeah.
And like it has to do with like racism or like judging all things based on one thing kind of thing. So it's more about that. Like shooting and stuff happens in the movie.
I remember now. When I saw that movie, I was thinking, hey, this is basically just the introduction of Half-Life 2, so I've seen this already.
Yeah, kinda.
Copley does such a good job in it though, acting. It's like his first big movie too, and he like almost gives an Oscar-worthy performance. Like he was, I think, probably.
Wow. I'm so shocked to hear so many positive things about this movie.
The movie got nominated.
Like,
it was nominated for Best Picture, which is huge for a sci-fi movie. Sci-fi movies don't get nominated for Best Picture.
Mm-hmm.
But was it because of the picture or because of the climate that the picture came out in?
No, not really.
It was up against Avatar and The Hurt Locker at the time, so it was.
Both movies I think I like better actually.
Oh yeah, Hurt Locker won.
Oh, you like really Avatar better than District 9?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I mean, I'll say I like Avatar, but come on, man.
I don't like Avatar.
Yeah, we can be the three roads here.
It's really easy to see because like Avatar is just beautiful. Yeah. Whereas that movie was just brown and didn't really interest me. Avatar didn't really interest me either, but at least it was pretty, so I could kind of just like look at it for a while.
It was pretty, but there was no substance to that movie. Like there was nothing going on. That was like the most empty-headed movie.
Yeah, super empty-headed. I agree.
I actually think that is like that's great that they both came out in the same year because they're the perfect example of like how not to do sci-fi versus how to do sci-fi. Like those are the two. Now I'm giving Avatar too much shit. It actually does some good things because they both actually fundamentally talk about the same thing. But
I think it's an okay movie. I'd even go to call it good just because of how good the effects are and how beautiful it is. Because I mean, at least for what it was trying to do. Too. Yeah. It did it well.
And I feel like I'm being really surface here in saying that, but like since I just didn't receive much of anything out of the story in District 9, it just felt really trite to me. So like Avatar, well, it was equally trite, at least was pretty. And since I didn't really care about the effects in District 9, it's like there's one versus another. I like the shiny neon things, and that's kind of the end.
Yeah, I think the thing with District 9 that really holds it back as a film for most people is that it uses a storytelling style that is like generally kind of not necessarily like kind of just hard to follow or ugly, which is the like found footagey kind of thing. And I think if they didn't tell the story in that way, then it would have served the movie more. But that is like that kind of objection to the filmmaking process is like that's completely subjective. Like that's just me. My preferred directorial style does not really fall under found footage, whereas his perhaps is like maybe he really likes that because it does give you that semblance of realism. And the idea is that it was supposed to be like like a documentary sort of, but it's supposed to be a believable world and stuff. But I just
who was filming it? Wasn't it just him?
No, I think doesn't he have like a film crew in the movie or something? Like I don't remember exactly what happens. It's not all found footage. Is the weird thing?
Yeah,
Is that
it's-
like
what did you ask?
So blurry to me.
About
I was reading.
the found footage aspect of District 9?
Before that, you asked a question.
I said who was filming it in the movie?
Oh yeah, no, it was like security cameras mostly, and then there was just some guy who was documenting for like the first half,
Right.
the guy's first like trip through sending out eviction notices and things. But after that, it became fully security cameras and then normal movie.
So did people like it a lot because it was just a non-traditional way to tell a story, not because of the actual story?
No,
No, the
not at all.
story was
I,
awesome, man.
I liked it in spite of the way that they told the story through found footage.
Uh,
Like, because I don't like found footage, really. Like, generally, it's just done poorly. I wouldn't say that that movie did it poorly, but I think that in general, it's just a really boring way to tell the story. Because essentially what you're doing when you do found footage is you're saying, let's fundamentally throw out cinematography, which has been a staple of modern cinema for like 100 years, right? Like, and now I think good found footage movies use the found footage to create good and interesting cinematography, but it's like you're
I think they
struggling
do that.
against the style. You're struggling against the
Right.
style to provide that good cinematography.
well, it's a novelty, though. It shouldn't
Yes.
be a film genre. It should be a novelty that crops up every now and then.
Which it is, though. Like, it is.
Yeah,
it
and
is-
that movie, it's only like the first less than 30 minutes that are found footage.
Yeah.
Like,
well,
I'm
Well,
just
once-
thinking about, didn't it come out right after Cloverfield, though? Because I actually like Cloverfield.
I like Cloverfield a lot too. I think it was like 2
I
or
thought
3 years
Cloverfield
after.
was
2 or 3
pretty
years, really? Man, I have terrible memory.
good.
I don't.
Yeah,
Cloverfield's
it was,
pretty
it
old.
was a couple years again after.
I'm really
Cloverfield
bummed out.
is J.J. Abrams, by the way. So, there you
it's
go.
excellent. I don't know. I didn't say I didn't like him. I'm really bummed though because I'm just reading this article and it sounds like the reason there's no District 9 sequel is because
Can't get the
Blom
rights.
the guy who directs it is saying that he'd rather do a bunch of other stuff because he doesn't like series and he doesn't want to do a series because he doesn't want to miss out and die before he can do other movies that he has ideas for.
Yeah, I totally
Yeah,
appreciate
that's
that.
fair point,
I
actually.
respect that, but it's like, come on, man. You did that with a list. It didn't work out very well.
The thing is, when
Let's-
you make a movie that is based on a philosophical premise like that movie is, like, it's hard to make a sequel that isn't. Because, like, generally when you make a sequel, you can't make it about the same thing, right?
No, it's
Because-
gonna be a big
Yeah.
jump. Yeah, like that's what I think. I think the best route. He said there's many different stories that he could tell with it, and apparently he says he has an 18-page treatment for it already written. But the idea behind it is that, like, yeah, I mean, you have like I said, either diplomatic or military, like the first contact, basically, real
Yeah.
first contact, not a bunch of worker aliens who show up on a planet and don't have much intelligence around them.
Maybe the second one could talk about occupation or something. That would be kind of cool. But I don't know. It gets weird when you do stuff like that. Like The Thing, for instance. The Thing is just all about communism, right? And it's weird to make anything else in that universe. And they did make that one movie with Mary Elizabeth Winstead. And I saw it and it was all right. Like, it wasn't so bad. It wasn't about anything really. And that's sort of like that's what made The Thing a good movie, is because it was about something, and like all of the movie was about that thing. And it's hard to make sequels to sci-fi movies, especially when they're like, a peek into a universe that exists,
We need a very specific drive to be able to carry it,
Yeah, right. Yeah, 'cause
and
it's-
that drive often goes stale by the second movie. So then you
Yeah.
end up in the position where, what am I going to do? Reinvent the whole thing? Then what's the point? Is it still the same theme? Is this worth
Right.
doing?
Well, yeah, because that's the thing. Is like, if you make a second movie about District 9, you can't really make it about immigration, even though the world has been framed in such a way to talk about immigration and racism. Like, making a second movie about it would just kind of be redundant, right? Because you already did it in the first movie. Like, what's the point of making it in the second movie? And then you kind of turn into which is a totally possible and totally viable and relevant thing, which is like just make it into an action movie and say fuck
Right.
whatever.
Look at the
Story
Hunger
has.
Games.
Yeah, I never really read the books or anything, but
Well, I haven't either, but like, just look at the way the movies are. They kind of open up each time.
right, yeah. Well, I think a good example too is like Alien 1 and Alien 2, or like Terminator 1 and Terminator 2, whereas like the first entries in those
Right.
series are like like about
One-on-one.
things, and they are horror movies. Whereas the second movies, well, the second movie of Terminator is like about things, but the second movie of Aliens is like, yeah, this was an action movie pretty much. Like, and that's cool. Like, that's totally valid. That's totally
And
fine.
it was a competent action movie too.
Oh, totally. It was great. It was really good. I think.
But it
Alien
still had
1 and 2 was
horror in it.
great.
It's an action horror movie.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, I mean, and Terminator 2 in a similar fashion is just sort of like, it's kind of just an action movie.
It's actually like an action comedy if you think about it.
Terminator 2.
Terminator 2 has some real dark comedy in it.
Oh yeah, totally. Yeah, I could see that. Quentin Tarantino says that like he doesn't really like movies having genres, but also that he considers all of his movies comedies. Like if he had to make
I
a
would
genre
not
out
believe
of
that for a second. Actually, that's very him to say.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's a lot of humor in all of his movies. You know,
Mm-hmm.
they are really funny. I don't think that's like the main drive of any of the films is humor.
Sometimes it's a little disruptive at times. Like when in From Dusk Till Dawn, it has such a freaking crazy snap, like whiplash sense to the genre conventions.
Yeah.
You know, it starts out as like a suspense thriller thing, and then ends up this weird campy horror movie, which he made it work, of course, but I don't know. It felt a little bizarre to me.
I would have been interested to see what he would have done with it if he had directed that. I think it was directed really well because it was done by Robert Rodriguez, who was like his longtime friend. But I would have been interested to see how he would have directed that film.
I wanted to see the first part of the movie continue thematically throughout.
That would be interesting too. But I mean, the characters were set up to be vampire killers because they're based on the characters in the Lost Boys. You ever see the Lost Boys from the 80s with Kiefer Sutherland?
No.
Well, they're based on the characters who were like the vampire killers in the Lost Boys. And so like they were always set up to be vampire killers. It's just that like, you know, if you're not Quentin Tarantino, you didn't know that until halfway through the movie, you know? So
Yeah, okay. Well, so why spend so much time on the characterization at the beginning, though?
I think it still drives like who they are throughout the rest of the crisis that occurs, you know? But yeah,
I guess, yeah.
I think it's one of those movies where Quentin Tarantino likes just fucking around with traditional conventions of things, you know?
Yeah.
And I think it's just one of those like, yeah, I could make this movie, but fuck it, I'm gonna make it awesome. And
I would have loved to see if they did like a Grindhouse presentation, like where they did the one where they turn right and they go to the bar with the vampires, and the one where they turn left and they don't go there.
Right.
And then other shit happens, and then you watch those two movies back to back.
That'd be interesting. Yeah, like
and then one of them would be done by Rodriguez, and the other one be by Tarantino. So that would be pretty much perfect.
Yeah. Death Proof was actually really good. Planet Terror was kind of whack, though.
I love Death Proof. Yeah, same. I agree.
Yeah.
Not so good.
Yeah, Death Proof was actually really good. I think that's an underappreciated Tarantino movie. Because that one is an exploitation movie. Like that, he pretty much hit the nail on the head as to what an exploitation movie was. Whereas Robert Rodriguez, like, it was kind of, but not really. It was just sort of like an excuse to make a ridiculously gory zombie movie.
Yeah.
Although I do love quoting it, because I just quote what's his face.
Fucking Bruce Willis with his collection of balls in a jar. Like, come on, man.
or Josh Brolin, where he's like, "I'm gonna eat your brains and take your knowledge."
Oh, that's where you got that?
Yeah, that's from Planet Terror.
You've been saying that incessantly lately.
Yeah, well, because in Shadow of Mordor, you can eat people's brains and take their knowledge. So you know, gotta eat.
I just thought that was a Robism.
Oh no, you eat their brains and you take their knowledge.
Do you eat their brains?
I'm gonna eat your brains and take your knowledge. It's so good. Yeah, that's great.
I don't think that works that way.
Yeah, Josh Brolin. You know, I haven't seen in a while a Coen Brothers movie. They need to make another movie.
I don't think the first part of that sentence were words.
Rob
Brolin.
There was at least 3 or 4 words in there that never happened.
Yeah, that's fair, yeah. But you know, Coen Brothers, they were amazing.
Rob, could you go into editing and just play the beginning of that sentence like 3 times in a row? I just want to hear that.
Yeah.
Were you going to make a point about the Coen brothers then, how they need to make movies again?
They need to make another movie, yeah, that's all they got to do.
Apparently, I think he was saying that he was going to the Coen brothers, so.
I'm told that Fargo show is actually good, which is confusing, because it's like, why would that be good? That doesn't make any sense. It would only make sense if it was bad. But apparently it's good. Also, I watched the From Dusk Till Dawn TV show that they made. That show
Wait, seriously?
is
That's
awful.
a thing?
Yep. No, that's a real thing.
How? What is there to make a movie about or a show about?
I don't know. Nothing. It's really awful.
Nothing. That's the answer.
It's
Nothing.
like it's terrible. Like it's weird because they recreate the first scene from Dusk Till Dawn, which is I think iconic in a way.
Yeah.
And it's a really good scene, and they recreate it, which is at first just a fucking awful idea because I mean, come on, you're really like if you're gonna make a derivative work based in a universe from a brilliant director and writer, then maybe don't try to recreate one of the most brilliant scenes in, if not the most
the bar
brilliant
too
scene
high.
in the. Yeah, exactly. Like don't start out by doing that because that's fucking stupid. And it's bad. It's really bad.
They trip over their nuts and fall flat on their face, baby.
Yeah,
Nice.
it's really
fall
awful.
fat.
They miss all of the suspenseful points of that scene and what makes it good, and it's awful. And I don't think I could get through the first episode. I think I might have watched the whole thing, but I don't know.
The Rob reviews. I might have watched the whole thing. I don't know.
I don't remember because I remember it being so bad that it's just like I can't do this. And also the guy that they got to play Quentin Tarantino's part was just really bad. Which is weird because Quentin Tarantino's like a terrible actor, but he's really good in that movie.
I don't get what there is to tell after they show that first scene.
I don't either.
We got that part. We watched the movie, and
Maybe
that
go get
was
a
the end.
smoothie or
They
something.
added a new character who was, so you know how that one cop that gets killed in the first scene of the movie, who is like the cop that's in like every Quentin Tarantino movie, who just keeps dying. But anyway, that guy, he has a partner, and I don't think he actually dies in the show. By the way, I'm spoiling the show, or at least the first episode of the show. Don't fucking watch it. Don't do it. But anyway,
Wow.
So
I thought you were gonna say, but if you want to watch it, then go watch it first. But no, the opposite. Just don't watch it.
Yeah, just
Don't
don't do it.
fucking
It's
I'm gonna spoil it now.
yeah, I'm gonna spoil it. Don't watch it. It's terrible. But anyway, so I think he doesn't die, but they also added in like plucky, loose cannon, young gun cop as well to be the protagonist of the movie, and like I think, not Gordon, whatever the name of the brothers are, those are like the antagonists, and
The antagonist, the
follows
fucking
the-
vampires.
I don't know, and it follows the cop, and I don't know, man. It's just a fucking awful idea.
Is it just a shootout TV
man.
show? Like they go and they
know.
get their weapons and they shoot vampires for every episode?
I have no idea. Oh, and I think, yeah, that's the other thing is that, like, because it's a TV show, they can't, like, go, 7 episodes in, like the movie would have. Like, you can't go 7 episodes in and then suddenly be like, oh, the show's actually about vampires. So I think in the first episode, they even, like, allude to, like, there are vampires in the world, and it's like, oh, God, it's just a fucking awful idea.
So the payoff will be the end of the movie we could have seen 20 years ago.
Right, exactly. That is exponentially. Well, maybe exponentially is not a good word, but ridiculously better than anything that show could possibly be. So
Wow. Really
yeah.
makes me want to go watch that.
I think it's a Netflix original series, which is kind of
Oh,
sad.
Netflix. Come on,
I
guys.
know.
You're doing so well.
I
Yeah,
know.
Orange is the New Black. That's
They
a good show.
A fucking House of Cards is brilliant. I think one of the greatest shows ever, actually. But yeah, that one's.
They should
real
stop
bad.
making houses out of cards.
Yeah.
Probably why they're
The
keep falling over.
what was the other? Oh well, yeah, Gotham. Gotham's really bad too. I
That
want
one's
to watch
not
the second
Netflix,
episode.
though, right?
No, that's not Netflix.
It's on Fox, right?
Yeah. It's a network.
Heard it was
network
super
drama.
average.
It's not average. It's bad.
Oh, well,
It's just
I'm
bad.
not. I wouldn't be surprised.
But again, I'm judging the entire series based on one episode, so I should watch more. But that one episode was really bad. So
When you think about TV shows, do you kind of look at them like this has a 95% chance of being terrible, and I'll only watch a show if I get a lot of good reviews from everyone I talk to? Because that's kind of where I'm
basically
at.
go up to TV shows
Sometimes.
and go, "Is this Game of Thrones?" And then that answer leads to what
you should
I
watch more.
watch.
Like long form narrative has exploded in the past, like basically since Breaking Bad. Like that I mean, that's not fair. I think basically since The Sopranos, but it was been a slow roll since The Sopranos, and then Breaking Bad heralded in the explosion of like really good long form narrative. So you should watch more TV shows. There's a bunch of really good ones. Like actually one that I've watched 3 episodes of that is really good and I want to go back and watch more is Penny Dreadful, which is on Showtime. And
Never heard of that.
yeah, I hadn't really heard of it either, but I'm subscribed to r/television, and sometimes they're like, hey, what are, like, I think they do a thread every week where they're like, hey, what's a show that I've never heard of that is actually really good? And one of the most upvoted
You
ones
ever
was
heard
Penny
of
Dreadful.
you heard of Breaking Bad? I hear it's underground.
Yeah, it's a little underground.
I'm very rarely actually interested in things that people recommend to me after I watch the first one. Utopia was one of the very few exceptions that I actually wanted to watch the rest of it.
You know what? They canceled Utopia, Nick.
Okay, well, there we go.
Yeah, I'm really sad about that. That show's brilliant.
Why?
Really good. I don't know. It's really out there. I can see why people wouldn't.
Yeah, I mean,
get into
sometimes
it.
really out there is the thing that makes it have cult status, and then it actually becomes outside of the realm of
I'm-
time, and then it gets even bigger and better later on.
I'm 100% sure that Utopia will be one of those cult classic shows that people are going to be pining for the 3rd season for like 20 years from now. I would in no way be surprised by that.
And by the way, we're not talking about the Fox show where they get like a bunch of people from various walks of life and put them in a field and tell them to make a new society. We're talking about another thing, because that's what I thought at the first time. Rob told me to watch it. It's a whole different show. It's like a BBC thing.
Yeah, it's actually not. It's a Channel 4 thing, but it's
Yeah,
but
if
it's
you could-
whatever.
British thing.
if you-
So
That
It's a
that
British
that's
thing.
yeah,
that show that you're
basically
talking about, the one where they like I forget, I mean I might be thinking of a different show, but it was they put a bunch of people and like pretend there was this huge disaster and everyone's dead and there's like lone survivors and it's all
Oh yeah, I
like,
watched
you know,
like one
1%.
episode of that. It was awful.
Yeah, it was bad because that scenario will never work because it's always fake, right?
Yeah.
If
Yeah,
you could
if you don't have
actually
actual life or death, like none of it matters.
Yeah, if you could actually simulate that realistic scenario, that would be such a cool show to watch.
Yeah, but they're not. They
They can't do that.
And
No,
then,
no, I'm not
well,
saying
yeah,
it's
that's the
even
same thing with
possible.
like Survivor. Like like when I went in to watch Survivor years ago, I was like, oh, this is gonna be awesome. I'm gonna watch people try to survive on a fucking fucking deserted island. But it's not that. They're just like hanging out on beaches and like playing kids games. Like what does that have to do with surviving? Like, oh, you have to stand on
That's
this
what Jeff
rock
Probst
with
says.
one leg for an hour. That's what real survivors do, is they stand on one leg for an hour.
They have to make puzzles with sliding tiles, Rob. It's not simple like you think.
I liked the first season of Survivor.
I actually still watch it, even though I kind of don't like it anyway.
Really?
I
It's
always
like-
watch
I heard
like
it-
the
It
I
rest.
heard
seems
it's
like
like a
it's just
comeback.
that John Blow game, that new John Blow game. That's what Survivor is.
Is that supposed to come out like?
Still don't know what that
wasn't
game
that,
is
like,
about, really.
Wasn't that like 2 E3s ago or something?
It's
Yeah,
been
probably.
around for like 5 years now, The Witness.
I think that's one of those. I think John Blow and Peter Molyneux in general are very similar, but I think that is going to be a Molyneux.
next fish. Like, make game, please.
I don't think he's going to
Compare
be
those
full
two
fish.
people.
Yeah.
John Blow has not given us nearly as many opportunities to say fucked up.
Yeah.
Peter Molyneux does it like annually.
Well, I think. Well, yeah, but Peter Molyneux, I think, and John Blow are very similar game designers in that, like,
It's
they
cute,
have
but
extremely.
you open.
they have
Oh,
these like
fuck that.
really ambitious ideas that also
And you can
like,
buy
don't
things
necessarily
to make you open it faster.
translate into a practical thing. You know.
And if you get middle,
I don't like when you try to take a pretentious idea and then mask it in consumerism. Like,
Yeah.
the cube thing is the most ridiculous bullshit.
I feel
Yeah.
like we've talked about this before. What was in the middle of the cube? Did anyone ever find out?
It was a reward that lets you be a part of, or he got a revenue share of his next game.
Oh,
So it was like a bunch of money, basically.
okay. It's money. Everyone assumed it was money. I was pretty sure it was money, but
Well,
hoping-
it was a job technically, but it's mostly just money.
all right.
That's weird.
Like if it would have something.
Yeah.
Still,
Yeah.
that was.
Peter
It was hilarious. The game didn't even fucking work. I downloaded it. It didn't even work. You couldn't
Really?
even like open.
It worked for me, but it just was so slow and laggy. But I had an old phone too, so
There were a lot of penises.
Really?
yeah, people would they'd carve dicks into the surface of the cube.
It's like nothing but penises.
That makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not at all surprised by that.
I feel like if you have any sort of anything where you can do anything and
People are
there's an
gonna make
option to
dicks,
do
yeah.
a dick,
Surprised by this?
Yeah, people are just gonna make dicks. Yeah.
They make dicks.
When you really think about that idea, was it that original?
No.
No.
If it had happened 10 years ago, yes, but not now.
It's not even if it happened 10 years ago. It's just a Peter Molyneuxism. I think he's just like is given the like freedom in the indie game scene to just be like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna make whatever I want to make, which is this. You fucking mine a cube.
You could play with little boy, and it plays with you.
The thing is, like, I have
Tweak it.
ideas like he does all the time. I just don't have the ability to act on them, which is probably for the best, I guess, now that I think about it.
Yeah, he does, and that's
Maybe I'd
does
be
it.
embarrassing myself left and right if I did. Who knows?
Yeah, he does the he does those ideas regularly.
Is he even
Well, it's
British?
weird,
I was
though,
just
because,
doing
like-
British accents.
No,
Okay,
he's
but-
British. Yeah.
He's British.
The thing is though, like for the most part, he makes games that are consumer friendly, like usually like Fable, right? And that's not
Fable
like,
2 was real fun. Fable 3 was awful.
yeah, or even Populous. Like, yeah, Populous is like a, you know, it's not.
That game wasn't consumer friendly.
No, but at the same time, it's not mine a fucking cube to discover the hidden secrets of
Right.
love and life. You know
Well,
what I mean? Like they.
Microsoft
that's
like
got
Peter
to.
Molyneux needs to make a Legends of the Hidden Temple game. That would be make it Connect
That'd be great.
compatible. The
Will
Oculus
Wright
Rift.
needs to make another.
Oh
game.
my God! Why is no one making an Oculus Rift Legends of the Hidden Temple?
Why does no one
Hey.
have the Oculus Rift of that cube game with Peter Molyneux?
And instead of
could
a cube,
break
it's
the
just Peter
cube.
Molyneux's head, and you
Oh,
gotta
You
carve
can
away.
we
Inside
partially
the cube.
can we talk about just for 1 second that I saw this weekend on Twitch that there is a Citizen Con, which is a convention for Star
Citizen.
Citizen, which
Fuck yeah, man.
is not even out. It's nowhere even near out. There's a convention for Star Citizen, and they showed a gameplay demo, and I watched it, and
Don't sound so salty, Rob.
I'm just saying, I don't know if you saw the gameplay demo, but it is super not finished at all. And this
In
game
this
is like
game, you can be a citizen of the stars.
that game has like what, like $200 million or something, like pumped into its
Rob.
asshole, and it is nowhere near complete.
It doesn't matter if it's complete. I'm gonna make $10 million by selling Star Citizens. YouTube.com/Star Citizens.
Do you have that YouTube?
I got that YouTube.
You got the. You're right. You did.
I
You,
have it, and I made a banner for it. And one YouTuber out there is gonna be like, "This is the way I'm gonna win. I'm gonna win the internet, and I'm gonna make a Star Citizen fucking YouTube channel, and I'm gonna get all the subscribers. And how do I do it? Well, yeah, you need to pick a good URL, right? Here's a good one. Oh, it's already taken. What am I gonna do? Maybe I can email the guy that has it and buy it from him.
Stars. The
you go.
people who made the game are gonna buy it right from you. They're gonna buy it.
They have all the money.
You
Let
should.
'em.
You know what you
I
should
like
do,
the
Nick?
Star.
Is you should let me be your manager.
I like how
10%
Star Citizen.
You want to be
always,
my manager?
Yeah.
You know, me much. It always appears in your Steam library, where you have it or not.
What Star
Well, here's the
Citizen?
deal. If you guys want to both individually make a bunch of content about Star Citizen, I'd be happy to host it on my channel.
That's
And
Star Citizen.
I'll give you 10% of what those videos make.
Okay,
All
yeah,
right.
that's fair. That sounds pretty good. Yeah.
So I just started a YouTube network, actually, just now.
there you go. Yeah, you're basically maker.
You can actually do all the work, and I'll just give you 10% of what you would have had.
Oh,
All right.
yeah, that sounds good.
You should. I mean, you could call it youtube.com/Polaris at that
Become a
point.
citizen today, guys.
Become a Star Citizen today.
Honestly, go fucking subscribe to that so I can get more money when I sell it. The reason I make all these jokes, by the way, if you in the viewership are not in on this, is because it's so transparently been adopted as the next big YouTube thing at this point that I just find it hilarious because I don't give a shit about that game, nor do I care. But I just think it's funny to kind of like dip your toe into the cynical world of consumerism in YouTube.
Yeah.
And, it's a parody of itself. That's all.
I don't know. I think that if that game can deliver upon its promise, it will be incredible. Now that was me, the idealistic Rob. The practical Rob will tell you no game has ever completely delivered on its promise. Never. Especially the ones that are extremely ridiculously ambitious, like Star Citizen.
And what does Dog Rob think about all of this?
Dog Rob thinks.
Was that Zoidberg there?
Yeah. I have Zoid Dog. I don't know if you guys.
Whatever you think about Star Wars and its future, think those same things about Star Citizen, and I think you'll be pretty close.
Yeah.
We've made a game that will deliver on the promises.
You became Peter Dinklage for a second there.
I did.
You did a little dinkle. You dinkled all over.
You did the Dinklage. He has a really bad English accent.
Dinkle Destiny.
That's the best part about his character.
Duck Destiny. When does Duck Destiny come out, and when can I buy it?
Hopefully soon. We're actually at an hour and a half.
We've made a game,
by the way.
Duck Destiny. Your destiny for ducks. It's Duck Destiny. You can play as a duck, and you have a destiny.
That
and
actually sounds like a Peter Molyneux game. Like, imagine it like it's like the Driver San Francisco, where you can like jump in and out of any duck.
Other ducks.
Yeah, like any duck in the world.
Massive.
Like it has like a huge open world that is the entire Earth, but you can only play as ducks.
Wasn't there a game that you could play as like birds? What was that bird game I think we saw? Like, what was it 2 years ago, Rob? Where it was just a game about being a bird, and then suddenly the birds were like fighter jets or something, and they were like shooting stuff. Do you remember that, Rob?
I
think you showed that to me.
Oh yeah,
you remember that game?
I do remember that. Yeah, I should look into that because that seemed fucking awesome.
It was so silly though.
Yeah, that was the best part. Is that like the whole game was just you're a bird, but you could also shoot lasers.
Yeah,
it's like a laser bird game. Like that seemed amazing.
Multiplayer.
Dude,
really funny.
I'm gonna Google laser bird because that game was
Google
the best.
laser bird.
Oh my god, laser bird.
Who's a laser bird?
Laser bird game. All right, laser. There's apparently Angry Bird Laser, meaning that this laser bird game is never gonna see the light of day.
No, not at all.
No one. You have to go like 400 Google pages back before you can see it. By the way, we're at 1 hour and 31 minutes, so I think this is probably a good point.
Is that a new record?
Maybe. It's possible.
Peter Dinklage Duck Destiny coming soon to a theater near you and a game console near you.
We started talking about Peach Teeth at the beginning of this, if you guys don't remember. That was a long time ago.
And the sequel, Peter Dinklage and the Laser Bird's Secret.
Is
okay.
Yep. James
Earl Jones.
Return of the James Earl Jones.
Earl Jones.
Yeah,
bye, everybody.
Bye.
Hey, woo.
Woo. Hey.
This is Alpaca Patrol signing out. Peace, fools.
Oh my